Thank you. Guys, we'll start with an opening statement from Coach.
Yeah, first off, congratulations to you guys coming in here. Or congratulations to Coach Dave Doran and NC State. You know, it was a hard-fought game, and they outplayed us. They made more plays. We turned the ball over too often. And, you know, our guys battled, though. They battled all 60 minutes, and that's a really good defense. So I thought we had a good week of preparation. I thought our guys played hard. They played with great effort. You know, the execution at times was not there. And, again, we made too many mistakes. We're a team that cannot turn the football over, and we turned it over multiple times tonight. And, you know, we just had too many penalties. So it's just one of those games that we never really got in a rhythm. But again, I thought our guys battled, competed, and made plays.
How pivotal do you think that third down when they went over the top for 44 turned out to be?
I mean, those are all big plays. You know, it was a 3rd and long, and we had a chance to get off the field, and they hit us on a post. So, I mean, there's a lot of big plays in there. You know, ones that they made and other ones that we didn't make. I mean, how big is it that we have the ball on the 1 yard line and don't score points? You know, we threw some, we threw some bad picks today. You know, it was not, you know, we're just, again, they have a really good defense, and you know, a lot of the havoc they create.
Did you feel like there was a residual?
No, I really didn't. I mean, it's a good football team. It's a tough environment. It's a really good old veteran defense. You know, they started a freshman quarterback, but the rest of that unit is good players. You know, they got a veteran O-line. They've got veteran offensive skill. You know, and he played well, but they didn't ask him to win the game. And you know, they stayed on schedule and did a nice job running quarterback draws and getting the extra hat. So they did a good job.
So what the drive they had to start in the second half really took some wind out of your sails?
I mean, it's hard to say one drive or one play. I mean, I thought, you know, our first drive in the first half, you know, you're down 3 points and you start off with the ball and we're 3 and out. So, you know, anytime you get back, you know, get behind 2 scores, it always becomes a little tougher. But I thought we had a great effort and got a stop, and then they missed a field goal. And we made it a 6-point game, and we have a chance to get one stop and get the ball and go win the game. And we didn't get the stop, and you know, we had to get a stop there.
How would you attribute the interceptions today? Was that a function of the pressure State was getting on Sam, or were there other things playing?
I mean, again, that's just one of those things. And, you know, I hate to say this pick happened or that pick happened until you watch the film. You know, the one was on a 4th down that you're trying to get the ball in play. You know, the other was a hot that we're expecting the guy to go outside in the corner plate, heavy inside leverage. And, you know, it's a hot. We know that there's going to be a guy free. And then the other one was just on 3rd down. So I don't exactly know what happened there.
Back-to-back losses. How do you expect the process to go to kind of rebuild these guys back up?
Well, we got a really good team coming. You know, we're back at home next week, and we got a good team coming in. That's a rival, and I would say that we have no choice, right? I mean, this loss hurts. We'll watch the film, and then we got to get ready for North Carolina. We got a home primetime game on ESPN2 against one of our in-state rivals. It's playing really good football now. So, you know, this is what we signed up for. Nobody feels sorry for us. You know, we've been on the road the last 2 weeks and played 2 good football teams and didn't play well enough to win. We still got good players. I think we're still a good football team. You know, this is a tough part of the schedule, and the last 2 weeks we haven't been up to the task or the challenge.
How much did you think Rondell tonight? How close was he going?
I mean, we tried. We were hoping he'd practice Thursday, and he wasn't able to go. And you know, whenever you don't have your best defensive lineman, that's going to affect you. But Jashine's a good player too. So I mean, we have depth at the position, and you go through the course of a football season, and you're not going to have guys.
you feel like there were missed offside calls?
I can't get into that, Connor. They're just, in general, there seemed to be a little bit of a lack of control across the board. And, I think things got out of hand. So I think, if you don't establish some control on that stuff early, it's only going to get worse. And it was not good. It was, on both sides. We did some things that I'm not proud of, and I'm sure Dave feels the same way about his football team. It just, if those things aren't cut off early, it just gets worse and worse. And at the end, it was out of hand on both sides. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm responsible for what our guys did, and I'm embarrassed by some of the things we did, and we'll address that tomorrow.
On your note, you've always said you never want to be a program and beat yourself. Do you feel like you beat yourself tonight?
I mean, it's hard to say. Sometimes interceptions are the results of them making good plays and them executing well. So it's, again, I'm going to fall back on the cliche. I'll watch the film and let you know if it was their good play or our poor play. And usually when you lose, it's a little bit of both.
No more guys. You're good. All right. Yep. On elevator. Oh, I know. I've been here about that, but it's crazy. You write down the photo, control.
Was he, did we discuss this on the statement?
Maybe get wasted before 2:30 in the morning.
It took about 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Here's the thing, you can put the same.
Well, that's true. It was, at least it was San Diego. And it was worth like staying overnight and hanging out. I'm sure it's always a slow pace, but I won't.
Yeah, just don't worry. Yeah, you're a word.
This one. I really wasn't wishing for that. I didn't put some kind of funky juice on this table. It's clear it's not that.
Gotcha. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's it. It wasn't even an email.
It was non-existent.
We could give you an email, it's a bad name.
Less than 60 was personally. You're an anemic, right?
No,
Okay.
Sounds like my joke. It's a bad name. Yeah. So we still set up. What do you think we get tonight? AT,
I have no idea.
Yeah.
AT to she. Random on this flag out. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna, it's like Fox. Oh, we're not gonna hear from them for 3 weeks?
I don't know, I'm just speculating. Made sure to point it out.
Almost like someone forced to.
Right.
No, making it easier.
Dude, kids get going. Mandatory. And I don't want to get. The Big Ten was. 2 hours.
What?
They really did.
That is the highest scoring regulation in the history of them.
Is it?
And
Yeah, they only scored 21 points in the second half. It was bad, but I've seen worse. Yeah, it was bad, but it wasn't. I think they blew somebody, you know.
there's nothing.
That one running guy.
Stiffing about state finish, big. 100%.
Taylor, give us a grade on the offensive performance tonight.
I think we're just, I mean, it's hard to quantify, but, just inconsistent. We showed flashes, but in order to win a game like that, it's got to be 4 quarters. We got to show up each and every play, each and every drive. And obviously that wasn't the case. We lost the turnover battle, and, that was a big indicator as to why the game turned out the way it did.
Is that the best defense you've faced all year?
A really good defense. I mean, it's hard to say it's the best. I think each and every week we get everyone's best, and I think they wanted it more than we did tonight.
Taylor, what do you think has kind of changed the last couple of weeks with you guys? Just the inconsistency and the turnovers and stuff.
We're not getting into a rhythm. With our offense, it's really important to get that first down, and we haven't been doing that. We've been getting off schedule. Like you said, turn the ball over, and when you're not in a rhythm, it's very hard to play fast, and that's what we're good at. And that's what gives defenses trouble. And when you're off schedule, out of rhythm, you know, you struggle.
Their residual from last week, very good with the team.
So, sorry, what was that?
Their residual from that.
I don't think so. I don't think we were hanging our heads on that last one. We had flushed it, and I think we were ready to go. You know, we had a great week of preparation, and you know, we were hungry, and obviously it didn't turn out the way we thought it would. But you know, hats off to them. They played hard and you know, physical, which is what we expected. So
Does that make it tougher then to kind of flush this one on Sunday and sell out again next week for another game?
I mean, that's the nature of the beast. You know, that's the sport we play, and unfortunately, we have 7 days until we get to go out there and play again. And I think the nice thing about our team is we got a growth mindset, and you know, we're gonna attack this week and do our best to flush it. Obviously, it hurts, you know, given the rivalry between the two schools and it being a Big Four matchup. But I think we're old enough to understand. You know, our group's been through some stuff. You look at the COVID year specifically. Like, we faced adversity before, and a lot of guys, especially on offense, have been through that. So I think we're gonna rebound.
Happened these last 2 weeks to make the offense one-dimensional. I think there were maybe 12 or 13 rushing yards at times.
So it's above my pay grade, you know. That's my token answer when you guys ask about play calling, but you know, I don't. It's what the defense has given us, you know. So I think tonight we had more favorable pass looks, and you know, we decided to air it out, and yeah, it's whatever the defense has given us. I don't think it's because one aspect of the offense is underperforming or anything like that. It's Coach R calls to what the defense has given us.
Sure that ball was coming your way on.
Yes.
Thanks, Shannon.
Thank you guys. Good Eagles.
Thanks, Taylor.
Any questions here for Blake Whitburn?
Like, what's changed with the Wake Forest offense last couple weeks?
I mean, nothing. I mean, we just been plugging away. I mean, I don't think anything's really changed. I mean, just, you know, our attitude of attacking has been the goal, you know, this entire season, and you know, that's going to continue to be the goal. And as players, you know, we're dedicated to doing our job, and you know, that's all it is to it. You know, that's how the offense change and doesn't change. I mean, that's kind of like what Taylor said. That's above my pay grade. But I mean, I still believe we have, you know, one of the best offenses in the country, and definitely in the ACC. And you know, NC State's a really good football team, and you know, they just made more plays than us tonight. So I mean, we're just gonna have to keep battling. That's what it is. And you know, I think that we're really resilient. So you know, especially on offense, I think we'll bounce back. So
What bothered you?
that we lost. I mean, a loss is a loss, and you know, we haven't looked at the tape. I mean, right now you're kind of in a grief period, as we all are. You know, when you lose, it's never a good thing. So, you know, we don't. Like I said, I haven't watched the film. None of us watched the film. But you know, it's just, I mean, it just sucks when you battle, and you know, you play your heart out, and they play their heart out, and you lose a game. But you know, what I am proud of is how hard we fought as a team. I mean, there wasn't one time where I saw anyone thought that we were gonna give up or lose. I mean, we were full go the whole time. So I'm really proud of, you know, our team and how they played the entire game. And you know, now it's just how to respond next week. You know, 2 losses, and we've had adversity before, and you know, it's just a response. I mean, it starts tomorrow. I mean, soaking our sadness tonight, and then tomorrow it's time to go to work. So it'll be over by then.
The meeting wasn't start the second half when you guys go 3 and out, you're down 3, and they take 7.5 minutes to score a touchdown.
I mean, that's football. I mean, things don't always go your way. Then sometimes they go the other way. I mean, I'm not really thinking about that. It's just, you know, how can we get it fixed? I mean, I feel like our team's, you know, does a pretty good job of not being emotional in the game, and just keeping our resolve. So, those aren't really thoughts that I feel like we have on offenses, or, how many 3-and-outs we have, and, how well or bad we're doing. I mean, it's a play-by-play mentality, and, that's how you be successful, is focusing on your job for this play. So,
What do you attribute the procedural calls to? Is it crowd noise or what do you think?
I mean, it's a great atmosphere here, and, it's challenging, for sure. So, I mean, yeah, crowd noise, bunch of stuff, and then we just have to just be better. I mean, it's not anyone's fault. I mean, it's just us as a team. We have to get better at it. We just have to practice it more, and I believe that we will. I mean, so.
Blake, I asked you this question last week. I'll ask it again. I think it's likely that maybe some negative things will be said about the play of Sam Hartman tonight. What do you have to say personally?
I mean, like I said, that guy's my best friend, and he's the best quarterback in the ACC. I mean, like I said, that's water off duck's back. That guy's not pressed about it at all. And people can say what they want. I mean, like I said, they say that they ranked us the worst team in the ACC this year. Again, so it's like, and the year before that, I mean, what people say doesn't matter to us. I mean, we have our heads down, we're working, and that guy's working too. And I'm beyond proud of him. And that's my quarterback for the rest of life, for my life, and I'll die for that guy. So I know that he's not stressed about it. I mean, it's just, things happen, turnovers happen. I mean, it's no one's fault. I mean, he's the guy who threw it, but who's blocking, it's all of our fault. It's the offense's fault, so can't put the blame on him. I mean, that guy's a great player. I mean, that guy's got guts, so love him to death. What people want to say is what people want to say. It doesn't matter to us.
What number does he wear? How about the quarterback? Haven't heard from him in 2 weeks.
More likely.
Was that?
If you walk through that door,
I'm saying smart. Yeah. You're a leader. I can ask him why he's like 46.
Any questions here for Kobe Turner?
The film session, prepare for Morris. There isn't really much film to watch.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot, but we can tell, we could tell by the way that he played through the Virginia Tech game that he was a good quarterback, had a good head on his shoulders and could lead this team and was able to, run their offense, with the absence of 13.
Kobe, why did it feel like you guys were able to get pressure in the first quarter and then that kind of disappeared for the last 3?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened. I know that me personally, I got to get home, regardless of who's blocking me. But you're right, we didn't do a great job of getting after the quarterback in the second quarter. And then from then on, we didn't get a whole lot of pressure and he was able to sit back and make some throws. So I'm not quite sure what happened. We'll go back and look at the film to see exactly, how it happened. But I know for myself, at least, I have to do a better job at getting to the quarterback for sure.
Is there 7.5-minute drive there at the beginning of the third quarter kind of training guys for the rest of the game?
Say that again, sorry?
Did their 7.5-minute drive beginning of the third quarter go down, go up into that train you guys as a defense?
Not really. We're a defense that prides ourselves on, whatever situation that we get when we're on the field and, however we get put there, we're going to play, play as hard as we can. So I think that was a big drive for them, certainly gave them some momentum. But I don't think it drained us at all. We still had that resilient mindset of if we get another shot to get back on the field, we're gonna go and play as hard as we can.
Because it's the big four, the game matter more, because it's NC State, it matters.
Mhm.
Does that mean the loss hurt more than because it's NC State?
It definitely hurts a lot. You know, this is a big time rivalry game, big time, you know, environment. And, you know, you get really hyped up for these types of games. It's a huge opportunity, and to not be able to come away with the W, it definitely hurts, you know, a little bit more. But, you know, same thing as last week, back to the drawing board. You know, we get back in tomorrow and go right back to work so that we can prepare for UNC coming, you know, home versus next week.
And I know, as a coach, it is North Carolina, so does it make it easier to get picked up and prepare for the next one, considering doing it?
Yeah, I think, you know, just kind of with the culture that Coach Clausen has set up and, you know, with the group of guys that we have, regardless, we'd be picked up and ready to go and amped up and, you know, juiced up. And also, like you said, like it's another rivalry game, another in-state game. And, you know, guys on the team are certainly excited for that one as well. So we're definitely going to be juiced up, ready to go next week.
Coach Paulson said it got a little hot towards the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You've played a lot of games. Do you remember many games there was with as much chirping and as much pushing and shoving as this one?
I've been in a few, but again, you know, kind of like what Coach Clausen said, you know, afterwards, once we got into the locker room, you know, that's not who we are. That's not Wake Forest. You know, we don't get into those talking matches. You know, that's just not what we do. So we have to do a better job of keeping our composure, keeping our cool, and executing the way that we know how to execute. And getting penalties off of that stuff can put us in bad situations, and it might have affected the game tonight, but certainly, you know, if we continue to do that in the future, that's going to affect, you know, future games as well. And they're all going to be chippy. You know, we have 3 big games coming up, you know, left in the regular season, 2 of them being more in-state rivalry games. So we have to do a much better job of regaining our composure and staying cool, staying level.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Lucy, can you put this in the folder?
Yep.
Thank you.